at the Sydney Opera House. The Sydney Opera House is Australia's premier the performing arts Razkids. It is one of the world's most well-known and instantly recorded music venues. The Sydney Opera House is on Minong Point in Sydney Harbour. It is close to the Sydney Harbour Bridge. It was designed by John Uzan, an artist from Denmark. In 1957, there was a competition for the best opera house design. John Austin won the competition. His design was used to build the Sydney Opera House. Construction of the Sydney Opera House began in 1958. It was built in 3 stages. Stage 1 from 1959 to 1963. During Stage 1, they built the upper podium. Stage 2 was from 1963 to 1967. During Stage 2, they built the outer shelves. Stage 3 was from 1967 to 1973. They worked on the interior design construction during Stage 3. It took 16 long years to build the Sydney Opera House. The total cost of it was $102 million. Construction of the Sydney Opera House was funded by a state lottery. It was opened in October 20, 1973. Queen Elizabeth II signs. Then she has used it 4 times on the same day. John Uzan was awarded good medal. The Royal Institute of the Engineers Australia gave him medal of his work. There are 7 different performance venues in the Sydney Opera House. They include the Concert Hall, the Opera Theatre, Playhouse, and Drama Theatre. There is also the studio, forecourt, and the Eaton Room. The Concert Hall has 679 seats. It's the home of the Sydney Symphony Orchestra. It is also used by a large number of the Concord branches. The Concert Hall contains the Sydney Opera House grand organ. The grand organ in the Opera House took 10 years to build. It is one of the world's largest organs with over 10,000 pipes. The John Studland Theatre is the theatre with 1,507 seats. It is the Sydney home of Opera Australia and the Australian Ballets. Until October 17 to 2012, it was known as Opera Theatre. The Drama Theatre has 544 seats. It is used by the Sydney Theatre Company and the other dance and theatre presenters. The Sydney Opera House also had Playhouse and the studio. The playhouse is a theater with 38 seats. The studio is the favorite space with 2,080 permanent seats. More seats can be added up to 400 people if needed. The wooden room is a small multi-purpose venue. It is used for parties, community functions, and small productions. These productions include many types of musical performances. The outdoor focus is a virtual open-air venue. This outdoor venue can be used in a number of ways. This includes using the monostatic audience seating. There are community events and major outdoor performances as the focus. The Sydney Opera House has other areas used for performance and the other purposes. There are 5 theaters, various studios, and 2 main halls. There are also 4 restaurants and a souvenir shop. There are so many fun things to do at the Sydney Opera House. The Sydney Opera House hosts over 1,500 performances every year. They are attended by more than 1 million people. Performances are presented by numerous performing artists. There are 3 regional companies that perform regularly. There are Opera Australia, the Sydney Theatre Company, and the Sydney Contemporary Australia. The Sydney Opera House is one of the most popular attractions in Australia. More than 8 million people visit, while as many venues many years. If you travel to Australia, be sure to visit the Sydney Opera House.